Thank you so much, Dot Focus. What's good? What's good? Ah, yo, I guess the rhythm done shook everything off. That was fun. Dot focus. I'm about to roll another one right with you, bro. Yeah. All right, what's good? What you been up to, bro? Ain't seen you. I just finished about 50 something minutes with John, man. Ganesh J7. What's up, man? What's good, bro? ¿Dónde están el fuego? Might cook something. That's what's up, bro. I am 4 minutes from my first day of a 7 day fast. And it's been good. I done woke up, did some stretches, meditated, got some work done, invested some money, did the backyard, um, helped my homie change his control arms on his truck, built a new board from Franken skateboard from parts that some dude gave me because they saw me skating up and down the street over the last couple years. Just life has been fucking amazing, and so I decided, hey man, once a month I have to remind myself that not everything is given. So once a month I fast for 7 days and remind myself that just because something is there doesn't mean you should. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. So there's certain things that I'm learning to control myself. So if I can ignore this flesh's survival instincts, I told you guys this story before. I'm gonna tell you again. And I got high for the first time. Anyway, I had a dog for a bunch of years. His name is Johnny Cash. 86-pound pit bull. Commands are all in either Dutch and German, mix of both. Did everything. Sit. You can go look at old videos to see him listens and everything. One day I woke up and I was looking at my dog and I realized, you know what? Old 86 pound of that pit bull, if he decided, you know what? Fuck you, Max. I don't want to talk to you. I'm gonna need a fucking gun. There's no fighting him off with my hands. Then I realized, holy shit, that dog's leash is not on his neck. So I figured I train my flesh like I train my dog and condition it to the point where it only eats when I tell it to eat. This weird pattern I've noticed in my life. If I don't challenge myself or push myself to a certain point, life will do that. Life will fucking do it. Turns out we're supposed to create and do things, and not just anything. You can't do what anybody else has done. Got it. There's nothing new under the sun. Everything is the same, pretty much, right? Emotions are all the same. They're all the same. 7 layers, whatever. You know the deal. What's different is your application of all this. What is your application? This whole world. Imagine it's a knife. Imagine you're a knife or a file, or pick the analogy. And this world is the raw material. Everybody has the same raw material and tools. And we all have different shaped tools, man. It's up to you whether you're going to take whatever you're given and shape it into something, or are you just going to whittle it down till it all goes away. Again, but we're high. I'm definitely high, so don't listen to me. You know what I mean? Yeah. Donde están el fuegos? I mean, like I like everybody, man. I enjoy watching people do what they enjoy to create their art, create, and business is art. Anything you do in this world is a creation that you're doing it on purpose. And like business, right? Everybody can say business is not art, it's business. So why are there 50 million businesses in the world and only thing is supply and demand? You're either fulfilling a demand or you're creating a demand and then fulfilling it. It's all the same. So in the art of business, there are certain things that have to go, like costs, you know, overhead and all that stuff is still the same. All businesses are the same. However, they all have a different fucking way of serving the community that it serves. And you, turns out, a business is just an extension of whoever started it. They just wanted to fulfill something that they didn't have and they went over and did it. Turns out, like what we did with this local large language model or small large language model that we built that talks to us without the internet, that was not because that's not new technology. Everybody's done. A bunch of people. They have entire communities on YouTube that built this. All right. I just did it without my with as a kid that came here as an adult. I grew up in another country and I came here and I'm like, wow, I'm so curious about this. And I did all the things that I did because nobody fucking told me I couldn't. I realized that I was the only one following a script that was given by education and church, only to grow up and get high and realize that that's not my script. I didn't write it. Everything that you're striving for wasn't what I wanted, is what society said I should want. Bending reality is the easy part. Knowing what the fuck you want so you can bend it to that usually takes a couple of lifetimes. I say that all the time because somebody fucking told me that and I couldn't shake it off my head. And I've been on this tirade of building whatever the fuck I'm building, and somehow along the way we've retired all over again, bro. Like financially, and it's not a brag at all because you guys were here when I didn't have nowhere to go. And Blook, shout out, homie, reminded me that one day when he finally made a little bit of cash, he said, "Hey, you know you're not poor no more, man. Get out there and go get you something to eat." So I did, and we went to Fogos that night. That was an amazing night. That was like the reminder from you guys. I Here's the thing. Want to know where you stand with the hantavirus? Let me tell you where I stand, man. Every time something comes out, I open my fucking bank app, and if the number doesn't change, I don't care about it. I don't stand anywhere with it or against it. I don't know what it is. It doesn't change the schedule that I take. I do, so I really have no say in it. And that's not me being like, oh, I'm ignoring whatever. No, it's just if it reaches this area, I'll have a fucking say about it. And all I'll say about it is take care of yourself and be a decent human. And that's all I can stand for as far as that. I can't concern myself with that when there's people here or in my immediate vicinity that need help or, or I would like to help or would like to, you know. And as far as whatever that is, so there was a guy on a boat from France, and they brought him the hantavirus, bro. It ain't as long as the boat doesn't touch his ground. That's how I knew it was a bunch of bullshit. Because if they have if they as long as the boat itself does not, this is when it's so fucked up, right? Because they're doing it like there's just legalese, and that's what people don't see. What's your take on another country lockdown? It doesn't affect me whatsoever, brother. A country lockdown, and that's sad. Like, it's not that I don't care about other people; it's that I understand that no matter what they say, until they come over and make me stay inside and make me whatever, they might as well fucking shoot me. You know, I mean, that's just me being real about it, man. I'm not gonna go Amos Junior for. I knew Amos. Captain Amos. Another lockdown would bring way more traffic to this channel. Another lockdown would be hilarious. Technically, they will, brother, but I also want you to be safe because they are tyrants. You know how you fight tyrants? You arm yourself with knowledge and take action with it. I realized that every time they said, oh, there's a recession coming and whatever, spending went up. When everybody bitched about how much the gas went up, I bought Exxon stock. That's all I did. I just did the opposite of what everybody does. Can you spell X? EXXON. I think it's EXO or X is just the. Amos Junior 4, thank you so much. Yo, give us a few good points you notice about yourself mentally during a fast. Clear thoughts. If you get away from all this when you do fast, and um, you get to know what your thoughts are and what's outside influence, because you're dealing with your bodily influence at the time. So there's no negative, so to speak, just as far as on the mental side. You just have very, very clear, you have to write down those things because they go away as soon as you feed your body. That's what I've learned. If you don't write what you go through, and I mean physically write with pen and paper, there's a bunch of stuff that never come back. And anything different from the last fast you did? Yes, I know what to expect, and I navigated accordingly. At first, I thought it was, oh, this is, no, it doesn't. The feelings and the sensations are all the same. You just have a different, like in that first time, I was very surprised at the response my body had. Like, I was like, holy shit, I'm so strong. I didn't know that that was a byproduct of fasting. You just become very energy efficient, and the other so-called side of, I don't think it's a side effect, it's a realization that I just end up doing, is after that last fast, the very first one that I did, I eat once a day now. And it wasn't because of a health thing, it's because I, during the fast, the first time, I realized that in my native language, we only have one word for meal, and it's dinner. And we have this thing that I came to is the people where I'm from are Aboriginal people. In other words, they were here before um, other influences and technology. So if we had words for it, it means they existed before us. If we had a description for it, it came after us. And then during the fast, I just realized that in my native language, we only have one word for meal, and that was dinner. And it was done in silence because you're having a funeral for everything that had to die for you to fucking live. And we eat sunshine because everything you eat is energy from the sun. Or you ate something that got its energy from the sun. The fact that I mean, people talk about quantum mechanics and all this stuff. Bro, you look at light, your skin sees light from the sun and turns that and creates a chemical process from just light to a physical chemical called benzene and other stuff and vitamin D. Explain that. You cannot accept that you can get vitamin D from the sun and then not believe that you can create something, physical things, from a thought, considering thought is just light. So how do you know, Max? Well, because they prove it. They put electrodes on your head, and when you think, a wave leaves your head. That's why an external electrode senses the magnetic field. Hey, but I'm high. Don't listen to me. Or maybe these are just high school high thoughts. Maybe all of you guys who smoked when you were young already noticed all these things. And I'm just late to the game and frustrated with myself. Maybe. Maybe that's it. Or maybe somebody has, you thought the same thing and just felt, if I say it, I might sound crazy. Well, of course. Just like everything we're doing right now is crazy. The fact that I'm talking to a device with the hopes that it translated everything in my mind to somebody else. Like, you're not looking at me, you're looking a digital representation of ones and zeros that somehow we humans, lightning struck a key, and somehow from then until now, we took lightning and made rocks think. And I'm talking to you guys on silica, which is sand, in there with lightning running through. And we're talking. And you're telling me, you're asking me where the fuck I was last night? Like the movie Avatar, where the tree is connected to everything, animals and such. Yeah, look, go find a dark place, take 6 grams of mushrooms, and stay away from people. And you'll understand that that movie is not even like a metaphor. You realize that it really is everything everywhere all at once. Once you understand that me, you, earth, whatever, anything you can conceive of is not separate at all from each other. And the imposed separateness is just so we can experience each other. Because if we all just become pure consciousness, you cannot experience yourself. It is all fucking connected. As a matter of fact, I just tweeted this out because I was reading and some old ass book, and this shit. All true principles repeat themselves across all domains. So if you understand that concept, all true principles, repeat themselves across domains. So, the principle that all is connected, Gnosticism, the all is mind, mind is all. If you look at networks, yeah, I'm saying this is my phone. You're saying that's your phone, but technically we're all, these are just devices that interface to this thing that all our avatars are playing in, called the internet and servers and stuff. If you understand that. And if you understand that, according to modern day science and understanding, the definition, matter cannot be created or destroyed. Anything that has mass and takes up space cannot be created or destroyed. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It just changes forms. And you notice they're just describing each other at different levels, energy and matter. So if matter, this phone dies or gets run over by a car, I don't have a funeral for my phone. I just know that if I get another one, get another body, I can sign into all the accounts and I'm back at it again. But most people forget. I don't know, man. Just from observation, I think my purpose, me, I believe that my whole purpose is to remember who the fuck I was. I am. I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense to you. Because the more I remember, the more, the crazier it seems, but at the same time, the more people that haven't remembered who they are, the more they see me as crazy or just different. You know, I don't understand. I don't know if that. I mean, the finances makes it very easy for me to kind of explain it for myself. Is the way I understand it. Is when you make decades, centuries long financial decisions, you look like a crazy person to a person just trying to pay their bills this week. And boy, did I kick myself in the ass for a long time when I realized that everything I'm doing now that is resulting in me being free to do whatever I want and talk to you guys and all that, and having less stress in my life, and to the point where I have to stress myself and fast. I forgot what I was talking about. But what made me realize is everything I'm doing now has been available to me the whole time I've been here in America. In other words, for 20 plus years, over 2 decades, I had the ability to do everything I'm doing now and not having had to go through all that crap. But it's not crap once I realized that I wouldn't be here with this insight if I didn't go through all that. So, I wouldn't change how my life has gone. I wouldn't pray for it to be different. I would just understand that whatever leaves me, I look at my behavior and how I treat the world as like, well, however I treat the world is a puzzle shape that leaves my life. And the only thing that can fill that puzzle shape is the same shape. So if I was a decent person, the only thing that comes has to come back and fill that shape is decency. And it doesn't have to come from the person you were decent to. It just comes from nature. That's how it is. So if I thought bad shit about anyone, the shape of that thought and heart and feeling is coming back, whether I like it or not. It has nothing to do with belief and thought and religion and woo woo whatever. It's how the world is, whether you know. It's like gravity, bro. If a baby who has no sins, a decent baby, crawls off a cliff, they're still gonna fall and die. That's gravity. It's indisputable. It's a law, and the law of the universe that of the world. I saying universe really weird, just like saying God now, you know. But I just whatever you consistently think about, whatever, however you feel every time you think about something and whatever the majority of your thoughts every day. That's why writing for me helps. Is I'm able to see what I think about on a regular basis, and when I started seeing the things I didn't like, I changed it. Bro, if I carried you everywhere, how would you feel about that? Nobody's carrying me anywhere. I don't understand what that means at all. It's just this weird thing where it's not weird. It's such a regular thing, but nobody thinks. Most people, not nobody, majority of people don't think about it because they believe everything they've been told in schools and religion. And once you understand that belief is a tool that you have, that you can make yourself believe in anything, then you can literally accomplish anything. A belief is ridiculous, bro. Like illusional level of belief, it's ridiculous because you can do stuff. No, you're not. Like, no man is carrying me unless I'm dead. All right, guys. This was fun. Said twice in one night. Fat. All right. Okay, John, man, if you see this clip, whatever, thank you. Also, everybody, go check out John Man 775. He just climbed Half Dome in some shit kicker cowboy boots. Like the fact that he just did that anyway. Anyway, be nice to each other. I appreciate it. Thank you guys. Dot focus. Look. Be nice to one another, yo.